Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have this 2017 10th gen Civic Si. This one here is the coupe, as you guys can tell by the side here. And this is a 2017, so this is the first year of the 10th gen Si. And I'm kind of excited to show you guys this video because when I was looking for my first car, I ended up getting a 2019 Mustang EcoBoost, but Civic Si was one of the first cars I was looking at. So one of these came out, I was like, wow, this would be a perfect first car. You know, good gas mileage, fairly inexpensive, manual transmission, fun, right? So let's see how this thing fares over time. You know, it's already, what, 8 years old now. So let's see how this car holds up and how it drives in modern standards. So starting off in the front, we got LED daytime running lights, but we have projector halogen headlights and halogen high beams and halogen fog lights. Got the little SI badge in the front. Looks like the previous owner put like a little red Honda logo thing. It looks a little faded out. Aftermarket stuff, it always wears badly in the sun. Looking at the side here, we got little splash guards. We got these nice 18-inch wheels. Nice design on there. Continental all-season tires. Sorry, my shadow's kind of in the way here. This is a nice color. It's got a nice pearl metallic to it. Got this cool spoiler. So hatchback's got like a little like a less aggressive spoiler. Coupe's got a more like pedestal style spoiler. You can see it has a good look to it. Like, even though it's 8 years old now, like, it looks pretty good. Because again, this was the first year of the 10th gen Si. Backup camera. You got the USB port exhaust tip down there. So overall, a pretty decent looking vehicle. But let's go ahead and hop inside here. One nice thing is that it does have keyless access, so you just walk up and open the door. Since this is a coupe, the door is super long, so you can see it has this massive door. So it makes it easy to get in and out of, right? So let's go and hop in here, start it up. Not a very aggressive startup, obviously, it's just a 4-cylinder. Let's go ahead and turn down this fan speed a little bit here. Okay, that takes forever to boot up. All right, oh. We got jamming out to some 80s. All right, so let's turn this down here. All right, so leather wrap steering wheel, which is nice. You have a pretty decent bit of information that you can go through. If you click this button here, you can go through like the little turbo, whatever this is. Right, so G meter, your trip info. You can see the previous owner was getting 28 miles per gallon, which is pretty impressive because most people don't really drive very good. They don't drive like on the highway and stuff, so that's not bad at all. Heated seats, we got the touchscreen. CarPlay, I'm not sure if this has it. I'll have to double check. It probably doesn't. It's got these cool SI seats. They're pretty comfortable. They have the nice bolsters on them. See the back seat, there's not much to see there, but there's a little bit of space, but not a lot of space in the back seat. We're not even really gonna check that out. There's no USB ports back there or anything like that. This one does have a sunroof, standard on SIs, but if you guys are tall like me, I'm 6'6", you will not fit in this car because the headroom is so tight with this sunroof. My head is literally touching the top. Like, I have to kind of like be in this area just for me to like somewhat fit in this car. So if you're super tall, I remember that being an issue for me even 8 years ago when I was looking at this car. The headroom even back then was still kind of tight for me. But the steering feels nice. The seating position's cool. I like the way the dash is kind of laid out and stuff. It looks good in here. Electronic parking brake, brake hold. You get your little sport mode. We'll test that out once we get driving here. But overall, it's a pretty nice interior. It's very simple, straightforward. All right, guys, checking under the hood here. This is the 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Has 205 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, since it's turbocharged, you got a lot more torque compared to the old naturally aspirated engine that was in the 9th gen. Very serviceable engine. You can see all the stuff here. Looks like they even put like a little PRL, I don't know what that's called, an intake tube or something. So the previous owner did put something on here, but overall it looks pretty stock. And one thing I forgot to mention, you do have a pretty big cup holder down there, and this can adjust, and you got 2 cup holders you can put up. So this center console area has a decent bit of space, and glove box is actually pretty big too. But let's take this car for a spin. Now, it is a manual transmission. I have one hand holding the camera, so just bear with me. But we're gonna see how it drives. Oh, what was that noise? That's weird. Okay. All right. So like I mentioned, this was one of my contenders for a daily driver, or I should say my first car back in 2017. And I did like the way it looked. I like that it had heated seats. The Mustang ultimately was the better option because back then the S550 refresh just came out. Sorry, gotta do two hands here. The S550 refresh just came out, so you know, I had like the 10-speed automatic and stuff, so I ended up going with the EcoBoost Mustang, which was a great choice. I had a lot of fun with that car, and it's obviously much faster than this, and you know, a little bit more updated. You know, I did have CarPlay and all that, but yeah, overall first impressions, drives nice. You can definitely tell that it's lightweight. I mean, these cars only weigh like 3,000 pounds or 3,100 pounds. And you can definitely tell that it's a lightweight car for sure. It's a fun amount of power. Like, yes, it's not very fast. Everyone knows SIs aren't fast, but it's fun. And 16-year-old me, or 17, whatever, would have really enjoyed this car. Because that's what the SIs are really good at. They're good at being just a good, reliable daily driver. You know, they don't cost too much to put gas in and stuff like that. All right, let's see how the turning radius is. All right. Almost. I feel like I didn't cut it as wide. The M2 was able to make this corner. I did a review of the M2. I don't know if you guys saw that, but... All right. We're gonna get on a little bit here. Wait, I gotta put in sport mode. Sport mode, there we go. And I know you have to do a song and dance, turn off the traction control, but let me just press it. Hold on. There we go. All right, let's see how it does. I mean, it's, you know, it's got some torque. Like, it's okay. Like I said, this is fun power. Like, this is, you know, you're not gonna be winning any races, right? Yes, you will get beat by a Honda Odyssey minivan. See, the nice thing is that you can actually use the power. Oh, that's fun. See, this is usable. You could drive the crap out of it and you're not even really like going that fast. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm like, that's actually like legit. Like, it's fun. Like, you can go through a couple gears. You know, you're already banging into fourth gear and you're only at like 80 miles an hour. So that's kind of like a lot of fun, you know? I think I still would have had fun with this if I had this as my first car, you know. The EcoBoost Mustang was fast for me at the time. You know, 5.10 to 60 or whatever. I was getting like low fives in that car. 10-speed auto. But, yeah, this is cool. The headroom, like I said, doesn't work out, though. Like, especially with how tall I am now. Like, I don't know about 8 years ago, but it would not work for me headroom-wise. Alrighty. So the clutch lets out way at the top, so I got to kind of get used to that. Let's do a few downshifts here and see if we can get a little pull in. And this does not have auto rev matching, by the way. I'm doing that myself. Oh, this is a fun little car. Alright, let's see how it handles this corner here. See, the nice thing is that this car is actually usable. Like, you can just, like, even on these little surface streets, like, you can just have fun with it, you know? And the nice thing is that it has that torque low end. It's not a tremendous amount of low end torque, you know, it's still only 192 pound-feet, but it comes in fairly low. So the nice part about it is that, you know, you can cruise around shifting at like 3,500, you know, you don't have to rev it all the way out like you would have in the old like NA Civic, because I've driven a 9th gen too, and those are really fun, revving super high, and it's so fun to bang gears in those cars. But the only thing is that you know, they don't have a lot of low end torque, so you're kind of driving the crap out of it every single time you drive it. Brakes feel nice. The brakes are nice and touchy, so you can slow down on a dime. Sorry, it's kind of annoying holding this. All right, we'll do a first gear pull here. This is just funny. I think I'm having more fun in this than I was in the manual M2. Now, obviously, the manual M2 is a better car, yes. But it's just fun being able to utilize all the power. Oh, this thing is funny. Yeah, honestly, this is a fun car. Now, just keep in mind, if you buy this car, it's not going to be like super fast, but it's just going to be a lot of fun. And it gets tremendous gas mileage. Like, these things are rated for like 38 on the highway. So if you like take road trips a lot, this thing's going to like sip the gas. So it's a nice car, honestly, guys. It's a nice car. No, it doesn't have a super high-end interior or anything like that, but this is plenty enough. Like, keep in mind, this is an 8-year-old interior now. All right, let's see how this backup camera is. Absolutely horrendous. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, that is horrible. But again, it's 2017, so can't fault it too much. However, I will say my 2019 Mustang EcoBoost had a much better backup camera than that. But hey, at least you can see what's going on behind you. There we go. It's all you need, right? Just as long as you can see it. But yeah, this car is for sale, so if you guys are interested, feel free to let me know. I'll put my info in the description, my contact info. But yeah, this is a nice car. It has like 70,000 miles or something like that. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Share your thoughts on the Civic Si in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.